Well, D, how do I practice FOMO? The truth is that the process starts from you have a conversation with your prospect, and then you price out your deal and you see what you can get for this person, right? So let's say your SM gives you 50 basis points pricing exception. And I'm only gonna use these figures because this is something that we can really relate to. So if we can get, let's say 4.5%, no closer, and again, this is not necessarily applicable today. So if I can get 4.5%, no closer means that no closing costs at all. And I can get 4.25% with no lender fee, 1629 lender credit, or I can get 4% flat with them paying the closing cost. So let's just say that I got that as an approval, where the actual closers are going to really prosper in how they approach it is that they never show their cards at full because they're actually painting the picture for the prospects. And so, for example, if I knew that I can get a no closer at 4.5, I understand that I know that. My prospects don't know that. Get it? But not only that, but by the way I present it, I never say, hey, Jim, I can get you a 30-year fix at 4.5%, no closing cost. Instead, I present it to Jim in a way where I say, hey, Jim, I can bring your total payment from here down to here. But when I go over the information with Jim, I'm not gonna say, hey, Jim, it looks like I can get you 4.5% with no closing cost. I never say that. Instead, I have Jim buy into the monthly payment first, right? So when I have him buy into the monthly payment, what I do is I take his mortgage payment plus the debt total payment of what he could potentially pay off by removing that debt load. Why this is gonna be helpful is because you ultimately turned your $125 savings into $250 savings. You get it? This becomes leverage. And this becomes something that is tangible, that they could feel, and emotionally they can almost experience. And it's very, very important that you do that. Because when you get them to a point of climax, you have this period of time where you have their full attention. And all they're trying to do is decipher whether or not they're going to hire you to become their loan officer. So the only thing that you really want to do is spit information that's actually going to make them want you more. So when I get to that point and I say, hey, you know what, your total payment, your mortgage, you can go from $1,500 down to $1,250. So this is what I can do with your monthly payment. But hey, I wanted to get your feedback first because I have an idea. Right now, that $1,250 has closing costs of about $3,600. Mind you, I already know with that $1,250, I can cover the closing costs. You get it? I'm just not letting him know, right? But with that $1,250, you know what? We're doing a huge campaign within the Orange County area, and I think that if I can get your full document package, I can include it in a bundle within the presentation that I have towards my manager to see if I can get you an exception to cover all the closing costs. I wanted to get your feedback first though, because I'm gonna need a few documents like pay stubs, W-2s, mortgage statement, and a deck page. If you can get that to me by tonight, I can include you within that bundle package and present it to my manager to see if he's willing to waive all your closing costs. You see how different that sounds? Now it's the fear of missing out. That is actually what influences people to buy from you right then and there. That is what influences urgency.